Shut up and sit down.
Are you ready for the Sam Higgins intro?
I'm ready.
Well, hey guys, it's been a while.
Oh my gosh, it's so accurate.
This is episode 22 of Don't You Hate It?
No, yeah.
I'm your host, Heather Bowling.
And I am your other host, Sam Higgins.
I finally got to do it. This is my turn.
This is me now. I put on the headset even though they're not working.
That's fine. It's the aesthetic.
Right. I just want to... It's like earmuffs at this point, you know? Just keeping my ears warm.
I just came from work.
Whoa.
And I got all dressed up. And I have these giant boots that I like to wear now.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
new. They make me feel very nice.
You're very tall.
I am very tall. I'm taller than our tallest
Tall.
manager.
Whoa.
But I put them on. And then after like 3.5 hours, I was like... I'm hurting.
Yeah.
So I took them off and I put my regular shoes on because I came prepared.
Yeah.
I always do. Like a Boy Scout, you could call me. I don't know.
Like a Boy Scout.
They're always prepared.
After wearing 4-inch heels, of course.
Yeah. I bring my tennis shoes when I take off my 4-inch heels.
Yeah.
But I took them off and then I was short again. I'm still pretty tall.
Yeah.
But like comparatively to my coworkers. But I took them off, and then I came out of the back room, and I was like, it is becoming increasingly obvious.
I am tall.
Well, isn't it?
It is I am small, but...
I know. I can deny it no longer.
Yes.
I am small. And they thought it was funny. And that was my story from work today.
I love it.
Bad vibes from the customers today.
Well, I don't know. I mean...
And the FedEx workers. They came in through the front.
FedEx workers are always weenies
I know.
we get mail dropped off at the front desk sometimes, or usually, and the FedEx workers, like, well, first of all, in comparison, the USP, like United States Postal Service, I don't know why I had a hard time coming out. United States Postal Service, they'd come in and they're like, hey, how you doing? Here's the packages. Oh, the weather's been terrible lately, and FedEx are just like, here you go.
They just come in through the door, don't even walk up, they just chuck it at you.
Yeah, like genuinely, they'll drop it on the counter. No. Like sometimes they'll ask for my last name. Don't know why, it's not my package, and then they leave.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
They usually, always, you could say, go from, they come through the back. They're not supposed to go through the mall, through the front entrance, and then like wheel everything through it. They're supposed to come through the back and then buzz the little buzzer. Oh. They didn't, and we weren't even open yet. We had like 4 minutes, and sometimes we got some weird customers that are just like,
That's
hello?
Terrible. That's terrible.
And I'm like, what do you need? And he wasn't, like, he had his jacket on and just like jeans and a beanie. And I was like, You look like a customer. Why would you think that why would you think that I would know that you're a FedEx worker?
I did notice that they stopped like requiring uniforms because like in the past I've seen like just a guy in street clothes with like a FedEx hat or like a button, not a button, but you know.
But it was absolutely nothing though. He didn't have a bunch of like boxes with him. He was like, hi. I forget what he asked exactly, but I came up and I was like, hello. I was like, what do you? If you're a customer and you're coming in and asking why we're not open,
right?
6 minutes before we're supposed to be open, I'm going to give you a little bit of attitude.
Right.
Especially if you're making me feel unsafe.
Right, yeah.
But I was like, hello?
Hello.
And he was like, I forget, because it wasn't like immediately, could you let me in?
Right.
It was just like, you have a package. And I was like, okay? Right. What does that mean?
Give it to me.
Wait. And then, I was like, can you let me through so I can like get to my buddy in the back? And I was like, no.
That sounds suspicious as hell.
Exactly. And I was like, are you a delivery like person?
Right.
And he was like, we have packages for you. And then do we have to come from the back? And I was like, yes, you have to come from the back. And then he's like, could you let me in so I could so I could see how to get here from the back? And I was like, I guess so. This is against the rules. Like, my manager could get in trouble for letting you through.
Do you want to be saying it on the podcast then? You're like, I fucked up bad at work today.
No. Because, like, we have to be like, can you please tell the workers? Like, if they're new, they need to know the rules. Right. Because I feel unsafe.
Right.
And so, it was just weird. And so we let him through. And then he went and got like a thing of packages and brought them in. And then his buddy, I guess, quote unquote buddy, came through the front with packages. And I was like, and he's like, oh, was I supposed to come from the back? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
That shit.
Did you guys just split off?
Right.
I'm confused. And so that was my morning. And then it was just a lot of people trying to get through, like, to things through the boxes. And I was like, ma'am, just treat it like you can't go back here right now.
Yeah.
If you need something that badly, I will get it for you. Just don't move things. Because if a box falls on you, that's your fault.
That's fair. You mentioned earlier Girl Scout or Boy Scouts. And it got me thinking about Boy Scout cookies.
Okay.
Or I guess
Boy Scout cookies.
That's Girl Scout cookies. Just the Scouts in general, I'll say. But in specific, the Girl Scouts.
Oh my God. Specifically, Girl Scouts.
Girl Scout cookies. What are your favorite?
I'd have to say, I forget the names of them because they've like kind of changed. The ones with the peanut butter in it.
Ooh.
I like that.
Is that the Samoas?
No, that's coconut, but that one I like a lot.
The Samoas are coconut?
The Samoas are, it's like, I think it's a cookie that is dipped in chocolate, and then the top is like toasted coconut with a chocolate drizzle.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It tastes like that.
Is it the Tagalongs then? Because I know the names.
Delicious.
I
I
just
think
don't know.
Tagalong is the peanut butter one,
There you go.
which is the cookie with peanut butter all dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
I think that's Tagalong. Very good.
I thought it was like, oh, well, yes. There's like a thin cracker on the inside, lots of peanut butter, and then the chocolate, like you said. There's also the Thin Mints, which are self-explanatory. They're the mint ones.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I just always feel like I'm brushing my teeth
Well, I mean, like,
with mint flavored things.
do you not like mint?
I used to really not like mint. Now it's good. It's like refreshing, you know, because now I feel clean. Before I didn't. I was
Okay.
like, ugh.
All right.
Well, I didn't like the mint toothpaste, and so I had to get the children's watermelon
Yeah.
toothpaste.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of ickiness. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
But I was talking with my dad recently too, and he was like, I don't know why we were talking about it. Oh, I got it. Max had to take medicine because his throat was sore, and the medicine that he's taking was prescribed to him when he had strep, but it fits to this situation as well because his throat was really killing him, he said. When you take this substance, it's a drink, but you don't swallow it or else you'll get sick. You gargle it and you spit it out, and it makes everything it touches numb. So my Max had that, and I don't think he was expecting the numbing agent of it.
Yeah.
And we went to the sink, and you have to spit it out afterwards. And I saw him spit, and then I saw him gag, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, did you just gag? He's like, yeah, I wasn't expecting the way it feels. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good now. But, and my dad says, you know what makes me gag a lot? Mint toothpaste, or just toothpaste in general. And I'm like, really? Interesting. And at first I was like, maybe like he's associating the taste with like just brushing too far back or something.
Yeah.
But he went on to explain that certain toothpastes make him gag more than others. And I thought that was interesting. Like, I don't know. Like
there
maybe
are
Colgate
different.
and Crest, you know? Maybe.
Yeah, those two specifically. Like, there's the same one, like whitening one.
Mhm.
They taste different.
Well,
And
they have- Good.
I think Colgate is the one that's like, but the Crest one is like, it's fine.
Well, they both, first of all, I am always confused on what toothpaste to buy when I go to the store because there's so many different kinds of like that plaque remover and extra whitening and bubble gum. I don't know. You know, there's so many.
I
different...
always forget which one is the right one too. Because if I'm like, okay, last time I bought Crest and that was good, but in reality I bought Colgate and I think that Crest is the one that I'm looking for. Because right now I don't know.
I don't have a preference. Give me whatever toothpaste you got and I'll use it. You know, I'm not very picky when it comes to a lot of that, like food and toothpaste, I guess.
Yeah, well, we've been over this before, and you can't tell the difference between a lot of things.
Yes.
I think there's something that I just came up with it the other day. There's something that I can't tell the difference of.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's butter and margarine.
Yeah.
Unless I'm doing it like right next to each other,
I
I don't
agree.
think I've ever been able to tell.
Especially in baking. That's why they usually say butter or margarine.
Yeah.
Because, like, it just kind of, like, it's got the same taste in my opinion. First of all, on the topic of butter,
Butter.
do you like salted over unsalted butter?
I probably like salted butter better.
Butter
I-
better.
But I think every time that I've had unsalted, I'm like, something's off.
Yeah,
Something's wrong.
it's too creamy. Like, I don't know. Like, because
It just doesn't have any taste.
well, like, I don't know, because it's got a different kind of taste, but it's still not bad. Because, like, if I'm eating toast, I'd probably want to put unsalted butter on there. Because then you get, like, that creamy. But all that... Pardon me, I threw up a little bit.
Oh my god.
I burped,
Did
and
you
then I burped, and then I came back, and I'm like, oh, hold on.
No, you brush your teeth and you gagged.
Yeah. I took some of that medicine. But what was I saying?
Butter and margarine,
Butter,
toast.
margarine. Yes, like, because, like, toast is good with, like, a little flavor on there besides the butter. Some jam. Oh! Peanut butter. Have you had peanut butter, like a grilled PB&J before?
I have not.
No? Have you
I'd
considered
try it.
Yeah? Is this the first you're hearing of it?
I think I've heard of it before, but I haven't thought about it since. So
The
yeah,
peanut-
sure, I'd try it.
The peanut butter is really the best part about it. Like, I don't know. It's because the peanut butter also melts like butter, kind of. It, like, becomes oily,
Yes,
and it's real nice.
it's real nice.
Real nice.
The only thing, whenever I've had like peanut butter when it's heated up,
Mm-hmm.
something about it tastes metallic. I don't know what
Did
it
you leave the
is.
spoon in?
Yeah, I left the spoon in
When you
my
microwaved it?
my microwave. Actually exploded, and I thought that was weird.
Well, you can leave a spoon in the microwave. You can't leave a fork though, because then they'll arc between the fingers. You know what I'm saying? There's nowhere to arc in a swall. It depends on the spoon.
Okay.
But sometimes also the metal, like, makes your food poisonous. So don't do that.
Ah, dang! I forgot about the poison.
The poison.
That's why I feel weird today.
On the topic of toothpaste some more, because I got a lot to say about toothpaste apparently. Well, I did, and then first I'll get to this first. Mouthwash.
Dude, it's hard. It's hard to use mouthwash.
Really?
Yeah. It like the reason I didn't like mint
Okay.
was because it like stung, and I did not like that. It was like I don't want to hurt myself every
Yeah.
single time that I'm just trying to be hygienic.
I went home recently for Thanksgiving, and my mom had a very, very minty toothpaste, and I was like, "Whoa, there's a lot going on there." And yes, it kind of did sting, like the way you were saying.
Is it brown?
No,
Oh, the brown Listerine is like it'll clean
I know this is toothpaste.
everything. Oh, toothpaste? Never
Yes.
mind.
So I remember what I was gonna say about toothpaste though. I know what you're saying though. The brown Listerine. I remember that being a big thing. People were like, "You gotta try the brown Listerine." What was it? Oh, but there was a specific toothpaste that I had. I don't remember which one it was, but it had like crystals in it. Like the texture of toothpaste, and then in addition, they were like, I don't know, crystals is the best way I can explain it.
Think that'll just like dissolve?
Yeah, they dissolve like when they get into your saliva. But I liked it a lot because it would, like, I don't know, it'd get into the hard parts of my teeth. What's going on back there?
I'm trying to find the video.
Don't. Just send me the title.
I can't. I don't know which one. So fine. I will.
That's a later on problem. Right now we're recording a podcast. Anyway. Listerine, or I've never had, like, name brand Listerine. I've had mouthwash before, but I was a kid. And it was the Agent Blue kind, where it turns all your stuff blue, all the plaque.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards you got to brush it off.
Yeah, I didn't use mouthwash a whole lot when I was growing up. And then recently I've tried to use mouthwash more. And if I use it every night or like multiple times or whatever, it gets better and easier to use. But in the beginning, oh my God, it was hard. It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know why it stings me so much. I can't handle spice, like
Yeah.
a lot of it at least, because it just, baby mouth, man.
Yeah.
It's, my mouth is on fire and it's not worth it.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I haven't had any kind of mouthwash in quite some time now because when I was using it, I was a kid. it's expensive too. I think did you say that already? I think you did.
It's not super expensive,
No?
especially if you get like if you're not
The
getting
brown
like
kind?
name brand or
Yeah.
like stuff with like extra stuff in
Yeah.
it. But if you do just like normal, I just want my mouth washed.
Yeah.
Then it shouldn't be that much.
That's
It'd be
alright.
like $3 or something.
Have you seen like people take out the filling of Oreos? I'm getting back on the track of cookies, but take out the filling of Oreos and they put toothpaste in there.
I have seen that, and I think I would throw up.
I don't think it'd be that bad. I think I'm like, oh, I'm eating the cookie part of an Oreo and some toothpaste.
No, I feel like it would make you feel weird because you're not supposed to swallow toothpaste either.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, you're not?
Why?
I do that every night.
Where do you put it?
Is that why my stomach hurts all the time? Yeah, I forget what we were just saying.
How much toothpaste can you eat before it gets fatal?
Oh my god, I don't know the answer to that. There are mint Oreos, but I don't think it would taste the same. And if I'm expecting sweet filling, and it's not that,
That's fair.
I'm going to throw up.
Ooh, apparently, what? Sorry, so it's a lot less than I thought to kill a human with toothpaste. Wait, what the hell? It went into stocks. What's going on here? Oh, this is a dentist. How much is safe to swallow? How much toothpaste? Well, it is not made to be ingested, and properly toothbrushing procedure is to spit out the toothpaste and not swallow it. I'm glad he prefaced with that. 5 to 10 grams of sodium fluoride is certainly lethal dose for a 70-kilogram person. Or look at it another way. Yeah. That's crazy, though. That's not
I need
a whole
how
lot.
many toothbrush filled, the like full, that kind of measurement, not grams. I don't know how much I'm putting on.
This says, so eating a tube of toothpaste could lead to the death of a small child.
Oh, okay.
However, no, eating an entire toothpaste will not kill an adult. No adult would do that, it says, and you shouldn't.
I also don't know a child that likes the taste of toothpaste anyways. That is like
Well, you know.
just in the corner. You're watching a movie and you're just like,
The kid's sucking on a toothpaste like it's a Go-Gurt.
yeah, I'm like, he's been working on that Go-Gurt for a while. What is that?
It's all like...
Why does it smell like mint?
I wonder what your poo would look like after that. Because that's also a whole nother coin.
Probably liquid.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be I don't think it'd be solid.
I think the other way. I think it would be like...
Rock hard.
Not rock hard, but I think it would be harder than usual. Because, like, well, I'm not even going to get into it, but I was like acids and bases. If you have a lot of bases in your stomach, then you're going to have a hard poo. Otherwise, you got to... Or if you're eating bananas.
Is toothpaste a base?
No, it's... well, I don't know, but your acid in your stomach is acidic.
Are you going to look it up?
Yeah.
Is toothpaste a base?
This is the science episode of Don't You Hate It.
Toothpaste and science.
Sodium, is it sodium chloride? Yes.
Girls in STEM.
Sodium chloride is... It doesn't say. I think it might be
chloride.
neutral.
If toothpaste is neutral,
Yes.
then
No, well...
slap my grandma on the knee.
What?
Have
Wait.
you heard that? Oh, have you
Go
not
ahead.
heard that audio?
No, I haven't.
Then never
But-
mind. I'm not going to go into it any further.
So, I'm looking into something different, actually. It's the sodium fluoride that is the lethal part. Now, I could be just blowing some shit. When I was a kid, I lived in the country, and we had well water, right? Mm-hmm. So there was no fluoride in our water that is put into city water naturally. I don't know why, but, yeah. So, apparently fluoride is something that's good for your teeth. It helps growth or fucking strength or something.
It turns the friggin' frogs gay. Am I right?
Do you understand that? Turn the freaking frogs gay. It's what's his name? Damn,
I don't know. I don't need to know his name.
that's fine. No,
Did you say Alan?
I said Adam,
Oh,
but I'm glad
it's
he's
like Dad.
not it. But yeah, so we used to get from the dentist a prescription that we had to go to Walgreens and pick up of a special kind of toothpaste with fluoride in it. Now, I'm wondering if that is the toxic part, and I wonder if Crest or, like, something Colgate like that isn't even toxic, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm not gonna look into it
I
because that's a
just
lot of
impaled
reading.
my knee.
I heard that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna look into it because that's too much reading for a podcast.
Fine. Yes.
But sodium fluoride, or at least the fluoride, is the part that is you should stay away from consuming.
I thought
foods of.
I thought it said chloride.
Well, there are. Okay, I'm looking into it now.
Sodium chloride.
There are both. Let's see. 5 to 10 grams of sodium fluoride is certainly a lethal dose. Yeah, they just keep on talking about fluoride.
Fluorides.
Like sodium fluoride, I guess.
That's it. That's
the
all we
one
need.
kind of fluoride.
We're all
What
good.
is this? This is also why you should monitor and brush your child's teeth until they can put on their shoes on the right feet and tie their shoelaces correctly unaided. This is somewhere between 6 to 8 years old.
Yeah, I can't.
Not only is he a dentist, he's also a parenting expert, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, parenting.
The parent trap?
You got to use. You lose so much time just watching your kids do things so that they don't mess up. I had to for the longest time, I would squirt the shampoo onto the top of my head and probably waste a lot of it because I didn't know how much I needed to use.
That's fair.
And I didn't see what I was doing. So I plopped it onto my head and used like a quarter of the bottle.
I was always bad at doing that, so I stopped doing it. I poured it straight onto my back on accident. And I was like, it's going in my hand first now.
I didn't mean to peek. I'm so sorry.
That's right. It'll get fixed.
I just picturing it. I'm sorry, just going. Ow!
Well, you know.
It's like cold, and you're like.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh my god! Whenever any part of my body touches any part, like any cold part of the shower, it's just immediately like ah.
I know, like the wall before. It
Yeah,
gets cold.
but the I stopped doing that once I started like I was able to like take showers by myself. Like I was like, don't worry, I got it, guys. And then I would take showers by myself and then go like into my hand and I'm like, perfect. Just use way too fucking much.
I love it.
I feel like the best reason to like still be involved in how your child is taking showers is just to make sure that they're not wasting your money.
Yeah, honestly, because like it's a lot of that stuff can add up real quick.
Yeah.
Toothpaste, shampoo, and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I didn't want to use as much toothpaste as I should because I didn't like how it tasted.
Yeah.
But then I was finally able to get my watermelon kind, and I was like, I'm good, guys.
I loved at that point, like, I was swallowing the tooth. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
But
At that point, I started swallowing it because no one was telling me to stop.
that's where my addiction began of consuming toothpaste.
Oh my god. I'm addicted to eating the toothpaste.
I have fluoride poisoning now.
No.
But yeah, that's all right. I don't like to floss. I hope my dentist isn't listening to this.
Oh my
Flossing's
god.
hard. I also have the permanent retainers on my top and bottom teeth.
Oh.
And those suck.
I kind of wish I got that at least on my bottom teeth because they're already kind of like, not crowded, I guess.
Crowded.
I was wearing it every single night, and every single night that I put it in, it felt like they had already moved, and I was like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And then I didn't put it in for so I went on the DC trip in 8th grade. Washington, D.C. trip. D.C. the shoe brand. We went to the shoe making company. So our nights were not like 12-hour nights where I could just put my retainers in, whatever. We were going to bed late and waking up really early. So I didn't have time to like wear my retainers for the recommended amount of hours. I was just used to putting it in while I was sleeping. And so it really hurt. And I was like, you know what? Not tonight. And then it hurt even worse the next night. And I was like, the consequences of my own actions.
Nope.
Who would have known?
Worst.
And then I just stopped. I
Yeah.
stopped wearing it because I literally couldn't put it in my mouth. It hurt so bad.
I think I probably wore my retainer a few dozen times. That's it.
I need to step away from the mic. I am so loud.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay,
You're right.
that's fine. Hey, have you ever seen... Oh, go on.
ahead.
No, it's fine.
Continuing what I was saying with the flossing.
Oops, sorry.
What?
I said oops, sorry.
Oh.
I forgot.
Yeah, first of all, could never find floss. They come in the tiny little ass packages, and then I lose them.
Yeah.
Either in the back of the drawer or, I don't know.
Like where you take the string out yourself?
Yes.
That, I could never floss. I would never floss because it, like, took too much energy.
I don't know any other way.
They have the little handheld ones. That's how I started flossing more regularly. They have the little, sponsored by my dentist.
I like handheld opposed to like plugging it into the wall.
No!
It's battery powered
Bluetooth.
floss.
It's a Bluetooth
floss.
It's Bluetooth. Yes. Didn't even know. Haha. But I'm
So many puns.
The
Full circle with the blue. You get it. Listerine.
So they have like a little handle, and then it goes up like a claw, you know.
Oh, I
and then
see
it
what
has
you're
a
saying.
little tiny line of floss, but it's like pulled taut already. So you just like and then it's all done.
Well, that's more like a toothpick, but I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't. What do you
It's
call
not
those?
because there is floss in it and you are flossing, but on the other side there's something like a toothpick.
Right. I always called them toothpicks because my mom had I think I still have some in the car actually, but my mom had a pack in her car, and then I saw them. I'm like, hey, you using these? And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, they're mine now. So I put them in my car.
I love stealing things from our mothers.
Well, if they're not using them and I will, then I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. And then the day that you take it, she's like,
Where did they go?
I need my floss.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You have them for when you need them,
Yes.
not because you need them every single day.
That's right.
Just do a Ziploc full of a couple of them, not the
two.
whole bag. Just two.
Break glass in need of floss.
That is so unnecessary. No, I'm not even gonna. That's terrible.
Have you ever tried to? Never mind. I am cringing. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, have you ever tried to like floss or like pick stuff out of your teeth with a fork or something like that? Or something that is definitely not supposed to be touching your teeth like that.
No, because I watched a Hannah Montana episode when I was younger, where she was taking something out of her teeth with a fork, and this is weird. Also, it might not be the same episode. She went to get it out of her like front teeth. I think took a piece of her gum with it.
Nice.
And then wasn't allowed to talk for a week.
That's a Hannah Montana video. What the hell? Episode.
Well, since she's a singer and she wasn't allowed to talk or sing, then it was like, oh no, what do I do?
That's fair.
I don't know. It was one of those things. But I don't know how that progressed from taking a chunk out of your gums to losing your voice.
I don't either.
Maybe it was two different episodes. It doesn't matter.
I think the reason that I dislike the idea of picking something out of your teeth with a fork is because I also just dislike when people use teeth when they're like bringing food to their mouth. I don't know what I'm trying to say because I was gonna say while eating, but
when they
use
scrape
teeth all the
the fork against your teeth
or
when you're
spoon.
taking
People just
Oh.
fucking chomp on the spoon when they're like,
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what the hell's going on, dog?
Yeah,
You
I
got
know
lips
that
for a
I-
reason.
I know that I do that, but it's usually like if I have chapstick or something on, I don't like getting the residue onto the fork or the spoon.
Yeah.
So I'll go
I think that's. I don't use chapstick either, so
the teeth. Well,
my theory is strengthened. Oh, she's taking a drink. You began
I thought you were.
speaking,
I
so-
thought you were talking. The what is it? If I use teeth with a spoon, it's usually because it's hot soup with like chunks of meat or vegetables or something in it that I don't like. I don't just want broth.
All right.
So if I don't like eat all the broth, then at least I'll get the stuff that's in it that's good for me.
Yeah.
So if it's really hot, then usually I'll do that so I can breathe while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I go.
I'm cool. Like I
pull it
don't.
away.
I don't care like when people use spoons and forks and get their teeth on plastic ones, like plastic spoons.
Well,
and
yeah,
forks.
because it doesn't make the same sound.
Right, well, no, the sound doesn't matter. Well, the sound does matter, but it's associating like so. What is it? Mirror neurons, where like you watch somebody do something and you
Oh, and
feel
you feel
that.
it?
Yeah. So I watch you use a fork and scrape it against your teeth. I hate the feeling of of forks going against my
I
teeth.
hate the feeling of a teeth.
I hate the feeling the forks go across your teeth, and I associate that feeling with you doing it. I almost knocked over my water.
Now that you're talking about that, I'm thinking immediately to the thing that I hate the most.
Oh.
When my nails like drag against a seatbelt, I
Yeah.
want to die. And I have to immediately, like, make my nails, like, go the other way or something.
You cut that one recently.
Not that one.
Oh. You want to tell the audience about it?
My God, I was shaving, and I guess wasn't paying attention. You know how, like, nothing has gone wrong for a long time, so you start to get a little careless?
Yes.
That's what happened to me. And I nicked the razor on my fingernail, and it hurts.
Yes.
It hurts very badly. And then I forgot about it and, like, touched my nail, and it went tick. And it, like, popped back out, and I was like, no!
Yeah. So
it hurt very badly. It's very icky.
For context, like, the way she cut it is, like, horizontally on the nail.
Yeah,
so,
it's like a C shape.
Yeah. And, like, was there blood? I didn't see any blood.
There's no blood this
the
morning.
Raised, like, it's nasty.
It's not super bad right now, but
Super bad?
I knew you were gonna do that. The this morning I was washing my hands and I was like, why does my finger hurt? And I was like, no. But I could see, like, red. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, is it gonna bleed now, or is that just my nail bed? So I don't know. It'll grow out. It'll be fine. But in the meantime, ow.
Oh. The second time my dad's gonna be mentioned on the podcast here. My dad, one of his index fingers, I don't know which one. My dad works manual labor jobs, and he had a circular saw and was cutting some wood, and he wasn't holding it right or didn't realize where his fingers were, and he cut off the tip of his finger, and, like, the whole nail was gone, and not gone. The majority of the nail. What?
Was hanging on or was gone?
No, he fully cleaned right past it. I don't think he realized until after the blade went by.
It's so fast.
Yeah, right. So his nail grew back because just what bodies do, and the finger got healed. But you can compare it to his other hand. He calls it his little witch finger because it's come to a point after healing. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean,
little witch finger.
At least it grew back.
That's terrible. Yeah.
It didn't. What if it just, like, it made it that, like, slant shape? So it's like, I bet that's why it's come to a point, though, is because he probably cut it at an angle. Otherwise, he would have cut into his other fingers.
Ugh. My mom is a histotech, and she cuts very, very thin slides of tissue. Mm-hmm. And she did that, and it's so sharp. She didn't realize for a little bit. She cut the tip of her finger off.
Wow.
It grew back.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like anything wrong happened now.
Oh,
but
wow.
It's like, what?
I've cut off the tip of one of my fingers, just, like, some of the skin.
Just a tiny little bit of the skin.
Well, like, I was bleeding pretty well, but yeah. And
I'm bleeding pretty good.
I was using one of those, like, tomato or onion slice boards. Where you just kind of move the fruit or vegetable.
I get so scared with those.
Yeah, it's got a V blade, and you just kind of cut through there.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a handle that you can put onto the thing so you don't cut your hand. Mm-hmm. I didn't really care. I was going past it, and then after, like, along with the slice of tomato, I saw my little tag of skin.
No.
So
at least it wasn't like a lemon.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, good sting.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom also did something. I think hers was much worse though. But yikes.
Guys, keep your fingers.
Yeah. That's the advice on today's podcast.
Yeah.
Keep your
if
fingers.
you need to take one thing from this, keep your fingers.
Well, I think we've reached our allotted time before people start getting bored if they're not already. Thank you very much for tuning in once again to Don't You Hate It. Every every Wednesday at 4 o'clock we got a new episode. Keep coming back. I'm glad you like listening to this. If this is your first time tuning in, subscribe, like, hit the bell. If you hit the bell, then you get notified of when new episodes are released, and that's always a great time. So, you got anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.